Hello everyone, welcome back. Today we're going to do a little helicopter flight. So I have just clicked the fly now button before we started recording, so I hope we'll be helicopter flying in the city of Phoenix, Arizona in June in 109-degree weather. Midday. So, yeah, some weather that we're gonna have to brave. Okay, well, we don't literally have to brave it because this is a simulator. That's the good thing about a simulator, because you don't have to actually, in real life, if you were gonna fly a helicopter in Phoenix in June, midday on a June day, yeah, that'd be a lot. I've never been to Arizona. I've heard about it. And especially since we play American Trucks, and that's not the reason why we're in Phoenix. I just found Phoenix to be cool by just picking some city to go to. Now, I muted the volumes, I don't know why, I just did. So, we are at Phoenix Sky Harbor Airport. Yeah, the temperature made a difference. I flew in, cooler temperatures yesterday, and it was different than now, because it's June. It's warm, 109 degrees to be exact. So let's turn up the volume. Let's put it up to 70. And so I am awful at flying helicopters. We don't have to taxi to a runway because how are we gonna get there? We need to take off. So I don't know where we're gonna be going. So let's just say we're just gonna part straight out. I didn't set that. That's the default call sign. I forgot to set it to something cool. Sure, we will taxi. We'll just say that we're... that's what I hate about this. So now we gotta go over to the runway now. So we gotta take off and we gotta fly there. Of course, I'm awful at landing, so that's gonna be fun. So let's lift up. Oh shoot. Alright. So now we gotta go which way to the runway. And by the way, we don't necessarily need that. We can just go here and say, Phoenix 26. Where is it? Apparently it's not Phoenix. I think it's this, or... Let me just find a 26. That looks realistic. Alright. It probably meant 25 right. So that's right over there. Come on. I'm going over there. How do we get there, by the way? We have to follow the signs. Yeah, but what signs? I don't know where to go. There it goes. See. So yeah, Phoenix. And I didn't even tune... Yeah, I know it wasn't clear to take off. I don't even know where to go. We need to taxi at 26. Where's that? Oh, here it is. Can't believe I didn't see that. Where are we? Yeah, I know. But where to go over there? When you're not looking, it's a little dangerous. Yeah, changing the temperature sure does make a difference. Maybe it's... Never mind, let's just fly. So, let me just quickly pause the game. So, we're at Phoenix Sky Harbor, so... We are currently traveling in a... east. We're pretty much traveling east. That's the Phoenix... I mean, not the Phoenix, the Arizona... 140, wait, is that it? No, that can't be it. Well, maybe it can. Let me turn and see what it is. It's the Phoenix 143. I mean, the Arizona 143, according to my map. Because, we need a map. When we don't know the area, we need a map. in order to do some helicopter flies. So we're gonna go, let's go south. Let's lower our altitude a little bit by cutting throttle, and then we'll put the throttle back up. We're gonna cross over the, what is this river called? You're probably thinking to yourself, this guy plays American Truck Sim, how does he know nothing about Phoenix? And truth is, it doesn't really give you this river name, and it's not necessarily a, oh, I see, it's called the Salt River. So in Utah, we've got the Salt Lake, and here we got the Salt River. That's interesting. So this is the Salt River, according to my map here. We're gonna head down to the I-10, where the Rio Salado College is. Wait, this is confusing me. Like, which? Oh, that's probably just oh yeah, I see what it is. That's the University Drive, right there. That's the college, which you can't see, because you know. Now, we could go right, we could go left, but we're not leaving Phoenix just yet. I might fly down to Tucson if we have time, but we'll see. Alright, so let's just be that helicopter. That helicopter. Just flying over the interstate. And all the trucks are like, what is this helicopter doing? And I'm gonna say, it's giving us a tour that's gonna be on YouTube in a couple hours. Okay, well, a while from now. Oh, it's hot in this, and I hope that did we forget to turn on the air conditioning inside the helicopter? Oh wait, there is no air conditioning. Lol, just kidding, I knew that. That was the point. So yeah, now we're gonna cross back over the Salt River, and we'll be into the heart of Phoenix before you know it. Now, we're not in Phoenix because of American Truck Sim. We're just in Phoenix because I ended up here, testing stuff out, and in Phoenix, it looked really cool, actually. So that's the airport that we just took off from. Phoenix Sky Harbor. Alright, so this is the junction of I-10 and I-17. I-10 continues into the heart, northbound. So we're gonna head northbound and continue on I-10. The aerial tour of Phoenix. I hope you do enjoy this aerial tour of Phoenix. I don't know how far Tucson is, and I don't know how fast this, thingamabob goes. Okay, not a thingamabob, it's a helicopter. Alright, so this is the heart. We just passed by an amusement park back there. Okay, it's not really an amusement park. I don't know what it really is. Well, I can know what it is. I mean, it's on a map. So yeah, this is a very clogged junction right here, as I can see on my map. To get to the heart, well, this is pretty much the heart of Phoenix, so let's just fly around. Fly around without even knowing where we are. Let's see if we can find the Chase Field and the Talking Stick Resort Arena. If there's anyone from Phoenix or Arizona watching this, please comment. Maybe give us some tips. Maybe somewhere in Arizona you want me to, well, this is out of the ordinary. What is it called? I gotta find out what it's called. Well, it is a field, I gotta say. It must be the Chase Field. See if we can look down into the thing. Looks like it's a baseball field. It's a baseball field. I hope you enjoy this. I know nothing about Phoenix. If this was New York, this game would be lagged out already. But Phoenix, so much cooler because the game isn't lagging. And the graphics were, and I didn't even update the graphics to make sure that, like, they were fixed. I forgot to do that. Look at that house. Just like, oh look, I love living right between two office buildings. Anyone who lives in that house must be a complete weirdo. No offense if you do live between two office buildings. Unless it's an apartment, then obviously you can't help yourself there. So we are currently traveling east. So pretty much we're back at I-10. So, let's just follow it up. And if you didn't know, you could actually pretty much spend a lot, and if you didn't know, you could probably spend a lot of time. I might even head to the desert if we have time, which we probably will. Alright, so this is the junction between the 202 Arizona loop and the I-10. I'm trying to make a decision, like, which way to go? And I think we're gonna make a left, head around the heart of Phoenix. Really busy junction, I gotta say. Just all these buildings, and you can tell that that bronze building is something out of the ordinary. Maybe I could find out what it is. There's the Arizona Center, but that's over there, not over here. And by the way, this part's more like a residential area. Oh, wait. Hold on, this isn't the 202. This is actually the I-10. That's the Deck Park Tunnel. I can't believe how fast I'm reading this map. Yeah, that's the Deck Tunnel going under the Deck Park, which is obviously right there. They even make it look like there's a tunnel, even though you can clearly see that it's just an abrupt grassy ending. And that's a tower. Let me see if I can contact the Phoenix Approach and just say that I want a Class B airstrip. Of course, they gotta tell American Pacific 83907. 0067, cool. Now they're gonna give us some radar contact, and then everything's gonna be all good. Now we're gonna take I-17 northbound through the residential area now. Alright, good. I doubt we'll have time for the, like, a flight to Tucson after this. Because I want this to kind of be a short video over the skies of Phoenix. Over the interstates of Phoenix, at least. Yes, you could kind of tell, like, that's a residential, like, development. Look at how close that truck bed was to that bus. Sometimes it's just nice to just fly over an entire city. But we do have to visit the desert, and I might go north on 17, but we might land somewhere up 17. And quickly take a little, and maybe, like, there's some scenery there or something like that, but you know, we won't be able to tell until we get there. Like, this traffic is just so spaced out. Like, for example, if I were to cut the throttle and go lower to the ground, it's just so unrealistic. Like, in real life, that green car and all the, and that black pickup and everyone in that lane would literally be, like, begging to get in front of that semi. And those cars would be begging to get in front of those slowpokes in the left lane, or else they'd be moving around. Just a peaceful little flight, right? Until the engine's cut, just kidding. We're not doing emergency landing today. We will do an emergency landing, but obviously I can't tell you when we're doing an emergency landing. Alright, well since I just told you, now you're gonna be knowing when it is, but now that I just told you, now I'm gonna have to wait until this emergency landing takes place. Currently, we're flying by the Cave Creek Park, I believe. No way, this isn't the Cave Creek Park. That's the Cave Creek Park. Shoot, we're ascending. I don't wanna land on the highway. Help! I'm just joking about this because right when we're about to crash, I'm gonna revive the plane. Watch. And everything is alright. That car was just tailgating that semi. If I was a semi driving that truck, I would brake test him. Okay, well, if I was an American truck sim, I would so brake test him. Because unless we're stuck in traffic, there's no reason. Okay, so there's the Castles and Castles Coasters Park. And this is the, what is it called? Arizona Canal. This is called the Arizona Canal. Now obviously that bridge is probably higher in real life. The Metro Center Mall is to our left, and this is the Cave Creek Park. I'm gonna fly over the Cave Creek Park. Oh, look at it now. Dramatic landing. Done. 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 Also, I suck at landing this thing. Because you kind of need to like go like this, and then you need to. I'm gonna try to land it right here, right on the side of the freeway. I think what you have to do is you have to kind of do it slowly and not like literally crash land yet. Wow. Oh no, that's not good. That's not good. That's not good. Yep, that's not good. So, how do we save that? Well, we head into the map. And this is the only way to save it. So, make sure we go that way. Make sure you're not in the ground. Make sure you're at 1269 and click OK, and everything is all good because it doesn't have to build the terrain texture. It has to build the terrain texture like where you are, but it doesn't have to load the entire scenery because it already just did. Yeah, so that was the Cave Creek Park. That was just the Arizona Canal and the Cave Creek. And now the game's gonna load. Now it has to, like, figure out where all the planes are. And everything. Oh, shoot. It didn't save anything. So, what I gotta do instead is we have to take drastic measures. So, how do we save this? Well, we zoom all the way in. And we move the icon just a tiny bit. This should reset the icon. And not do anything. Alright, so we're going to have to take even drastic measures. We're going to have to take even more drastic measures. We're going to have to make it look like a crash landing. So we're gonna put the aircraft a couple hundred feet above, and have a little bit of airspeed, maybe like 10 knots, and then we'll see what happens. Yeah, so now it's like the aircraft is falling, but don't worry, because we can fix it. I hope. Otherwise, yeah. So here's what we have to do. We have to take even more drastic measures. So, we have to take drastic measures now. So we gotta go back to 345, and yeah, airspeed should be 53, and then we'll take up put the altitude up a notch, so maybe go to that much. That's pretty much enough. Now, it's loaded. Now, we're plenty of feet above. Now we got plenty of time. Now, we put the throttle up and everything is on. Let's just get back to flying over the residential area of Phoenix. Let's get the aircraft a little bit lower. Yeah, because I want to land maybe successfully this time. Because you kind of need to, like, land without a throttle, and then you kind of need to add throttle as you land. It's really weird how you have to land this thing. And you're probably wondering, why are you landing this in the middle of the freeway? And then I literally had to pull up on landing. And then it just looks really cool to just look outside the aircraft and just see all the cars pass, and all the trucks passing. I don't know why it looks cool. It just does. Words can't describe how cool it looks. And then, what's even cooler is we can go like that. And you're probably wondering, what button did you just press? And we can kind of zoom up time a little bit. We can zoom it up to 4 times. If we zoom it up to 16, then all the traffic will disappear and everything will be a shame. And then we can slow everything down. And then we can go back to normal. So, okay. Alright. See, yeah, that's a little annoying, but I can't get rid of it. We just have to leave it. But don't worry, it's okay. Maybe we can. Yeah, see, unless you, like, maybe clicked on it, I haven't really ever gotten rid of this. Maybe you have to right-click it? Okay, whatever. We can leave it. It's okay. We have to fly it like this anyway, but when you're inside the helicopter, it looks like you're flying it straight. So maybe we should go like this, because it looks a little easier to fly like this. Yeah, we're gonna head into some major desert area. It does sound a little bit, noisier, but still better than not being able to see half of Phoenix. Okay, once we get out of the residential area and go into the desert area, I'm going to land there. What this game can't comprehend is that this is still a residential area, and it's actually harder to land it down here because of all the, bushes. So it's a little bit harder to land, but you know, we'll find a way. We should probably get back into this view. Yeah, because if you don't find a clearing in all that scrub, you're kind of screwed. So for example, I just found a clearing in the scrub that I think I can land on. We need to lower the throttle, then we need to put it up to medium thrust, and then we kind of need to lower it a little bit as we go. And I pulled up. Pause. Okay, before we, like, crash, because I told you I suck at landing these things. I was lucky I just landed it before. But instead, what we're gonna have to do, we're gonna have to give it enough time to react. And we're gonna have to give it enough speed. everything will be good. So yeah, the aircraft will be trying to fall backwards. So we have to kind of, like, pull it back in the amount of time that we've got, and we're going to try to land it successfully. Because you kind of need to find a clearing before you can really land it, because I'm telling you, if you smash into one of these bushes, game over, buddy. Yeah, so you kind of need to go to reverse thrust. Then, as you are ready to land, you need to kind of go to medium, and then as soon as you touch down, brake, pull up, and it's a success. It's a success. I want to get closer to the highway, actually, but I want to get closer to the highway. Shit, I'm moving backwards. Van was interesting, the white one that just went. Maybe if I land on this on-ramp, because... Hold on. Yeah, stop this thing. Ah, we crashed. Don't worry, because it's pretty easy to get up, because, by the way, when the game resumes, it's just going to be us trying to land inverted, but we're not going to obviously land inverted. Because, you know, I suck at landing these things. Okay, I'm putting it up to full throttle. And, we're landing. Here. So you kind of need to make sure to find the right... You need to find where you're going to land before you land. If you don't find where you're going to land before you land, you're screwed. In this... Yeah, because in this game, if you don't find where you're going to land, but way before you land... You are in some serious trouble when you try to land, and I hate when that happens, because now I have to move it back. So, simply, what we're going to have to do is, move it back a little so that, you know, so that we have plenty of time to, like, land her. And recover. I'm gonna try, maybe we should just land on the opposite side, and maybe we'll spin her around. And that'll work out. Yeah, at this rate, we won't have any time to venture out a little bit in the desert. But we are in the desert, so it really doesn't matter. So where are we? Because if you don't find out where you're gonna land before you land, you are in some serious trouble. If you don't find out where you're gonna land before you land somewhere. So, for example, I'm coming in too fast. And great job, C. Bakari. Alright, we can try again. This isn't real life. I'm not a professional helicopter flyer, and if I was to fly a real helicopter, I would probably it's actually probably easier to fly a helicopter in real life, but it's not easier to fly a plane in real life. It's easier to fly in the simulator, because if you forget to turn on the seatbelt sign, at least you have remember, you need to remember that you need to find where you're gonna land before you land. You know, since this is a freeway, we shouldn't land on it, so we'll just make a low overpass and scare the cooties out of everyone. Alright, so here's what we're gonna have to do to land right by the highway. So I'm gonna make a little pivot with a rudder, and great, that solved nothing, because now the game just lagged out, meaning that now I'm gonna have to... Oh shoot, we're out of control. Help! Alright. Stop it! I pivoted, and now we're pivoting for eternity. Until I pull out the collective. collective isn't gonna do anything. What we're gonna have to do is great. So did it work? It worked. We're still flying around. Okay, good. We're good. Don't want to ruin this. Alright, so let me land it maybe about here. Oh shoot, maybe not. I decide against it. Don't worry, because we can just... Wait, what the... Pause this. We turned off the engine. We surely did. What did we do? I think we messed the engine up. Rotor low RPM. Let's just let it crash. Maybe we'll get lucky. Yeah, I didn't think we'd get lucky. I didn't think that. There's no one in real life the thing would explode all over the highway. Don't worry, because we can try this again. In real life, that's it. If you crash, you crash. But in real life, you know, like, you don't have one joystick, you have two. You don't have a joystick. In real life, you have two controls that you need to, like, change the helicopter, and you know, like, what to do. You gotta know how to move this thing without, like, crashing into something. Alright, so... maybe this time we'll get her to work. Hold on, pause. Because we can't land like that. So now, we need to then do that, and then this, and then we crash. I'm telling you, I suck at landing. Okay, if I don't land successfully in the next couple of tries, we're giving up. Alright, so. Let's see, so. A little bit, a little down, a little bit up. Shoot, this isn't gonna be good. This isn't gonna be good. We're crashing. We're crashing into that bush. I'm pulling up, I'm pulling up, I'm pulling up. Didn't work. Oh well, we're crashing. Because we can. It just looks so awkward. And then everyone's like, there's so much dust. Why did this helicopter decide to fly so close to our poor little highway? It's not even their highway. But technically, everyone really owns the highways. Even though, like, it's the Eisenhower. Alright. There's only one way to fix this. When we start plummeting to the ground next time, we're putting the aircraft farther from the highway so that we have more room to land. It's the only solution that I can come up with to solve this problem. Because the game stopped working. This is just great. So, I'm gonna leave you guys while I reload everything. And once I reload everything, I will resume the game. But hold on, first we gotta get the game to quit. Alright. Alright. I fixed everything. And I set the time forward an hour just to, like, pretend like it took an hour to get the plane, to get another plane. So we're flying with a purple plane instead of a white plane, because, you know, the purple plane is the only other generic livery plane we have. I mean, helicopter that we got in this game. It's not because I like purple. It's not because I like purple. It's because it's the only other generic helicopter in the game, unless you want to fly some mock German police helicopter. AKA, it's not the real design for the German police helicopters. So we're gonna be at Deer Valley when we spawn in, because it's right nearby where we left off. And yeah. So let's see. Alright, so yeah. Luckily, this airport had helipads. As you can see, they're this giant H. So here we are at the helipad. We're gonna go back to the interstate now, so... Go. We can't... So, I'm gonna try to, like... raise up. We're in the middle of the desert. Let's try to move forwards. Because I'm, like, still moving backwards for some reason. Yeah, I think what we have to do is we have to, like, gain enough momentum. And the only way to do that is to raise the, altitude. So to get out of here, we have to fly towards the junction. I'm still trying to find the junction. Because this is just a road. So which way are we traveling currently? Because if we're traveling south, we're traveling south, meaning that we've got to go west. So what do? We go this way to go west. Oh wait, no, we want to go east. Ah! Alright, well, I guess we're gonna have to, reload the game, and I'll turn down the graphics. So I'll get back to you guys when the game is ready again. Well, we're back. I just turned down the graphics, and we're ready to fly again. So, let's reload the game, and explore the rest of Phoenix. We'll probably just follow the loop all the way down to Scottsdale, and, maybe head into Mesa, and, if we have time, we'll head into the, farther into the desert, but we don't have enough time to go to Tucson. Don't worry, next video where we just fly around Phoenix, we'll go to Tucson. I don't even know how far Tucson is, but I'll find out when the game loads. Let's turn down the throttle so that, like, it doesn't react. Even though it's not going to react when the game loads, it's not going to react till I move the throttle. But alright, so we're back. So I've turned down the graphics so that the game doesn't crash, and so if I went into the GPS, and it's very important to, shoot, I don't even know what the, Tucson thing is, so, you know, we can't find out, so let's go to get out of the GPS and get this thing back in the air. Head down to Scottsdale, and finish this flight. Just wait until this thing has enough momentum to not fly straight into the ground. Oh, great. Well, the aircraft saved itself just in time. Alright, so using my memory of where we were, I'm gonna have this thing fly. However, I'm not gonna do the multiplier. I would, but you know, it's just gonna be a pain. And Scottsdale is just right over there. Actually, that's not Scottsdale. This is still the suburbs of Phoenix. Deer Valley. We'll take the Arizona 101 loop down to Scottsdale and just explore the desert, you know? Enjoy the view of the mountains. Also, another city, Salt Lake City. Those mountains over there are just surreal. So what river are we flying right nearby? Like, what is this river called? We're gonna find out. Because, you know, we can. It's the internet. That was why the internet came to be. Or that was why the internet was a complete success. But apparently we can't find out. Because this map is overrated. Alright, well, let's try to land by the highway again. I know, we're probably gonna fail, but let's not give up. Remember, make sure you know landings, like, you need to literally analyze the ground, and you need to make sure that you know of a successful landing area before before you even, like, want to land. Before you even want to, like, touch down, or, like, before you even start descending, you should start analyzing. Like, right here, this is, like, a perfect area, because we just crashed. But we're not gonna land anymore. We're just gonna resume from here. So, and let's go. And we will solve this problem. Come on. Come on. Alright. So, let's do this. Okay, so let's just revive her and just continue with our lives. Make sure we're going east towards Scottsdale, which we are. So where are we flying past? We're flying... this isn't anything specific. Actually, it is. But I don't know what it is. Actually, I could probably find out. Nah, it's just some sort of randomly placed park. That's the junction of Arizona 51 and the Arizona Loop 101, which is what we're flying over now. We will not be following 51. We will be going to Scottsdale and continuing on the loop. And I have changed the thing. So, for example, oh yeah, Phoenix Approach. We want Phoenix Approach. Alright. See, Scottsdale. That means we're getting close. What I need to know is, like, how fast we're going right now. We're going 118 miles an hour. That is fast. I'll be the first one to say that. You could say that again. So that pretty much means that we are going a mile every 30 seconds. Pretty much. And I never knew how deserted Scottsdale was. Like, what the heck? There's no one in this town. Scottsdale may as well have been might have been well a dream. Because, well, it's probably because the scenery is loading this as desert, and since desert isn't supposed to have anything in it, that's probably what's happening. Let's lower to the ground. I know I'm gonna fail this landing, but we're gonna try. Maybe we'll fail it, maybe we won't. Hopefully we won't. Let's try to land it over there. Oh shoot, there's a mountain. Maybe that's not a smart idea. But let's at least hover over. What? Oh, I thought that was like an entire line of traffic. But no, it's just some cell tower that they just decided to place in the middle of the freaking highway. So that, and this car is just like, wow. He's probably a local. He probably is like, yeah, man, I'm used to this. Alright, look, this is I don't want to, like, disrupt the, non-visible thrust. So you kind of need to, like, increase the thrust as you go, and here we go. I do not understand why in the world this thing isn't landing properly. I have no idea what's wrong with this thing. But have no fear, because we will just do this. And everything will be great. What I don't get is, like, what's a normal way to land the aircraft? I mean, the helicopter. What is it? I'm landing it good enough. I mean, I somehow can't, like... Because, especially when you're landing in a heliport. When you're landing on that tiny little helipad, like, how do they, like, get the helicopter to just, like, stop in motion and just, like, lower to the ground? Like, how do they do that? Do they, like, have so much thrust, but they're not moving? Or... Okay. Well, enough. We're not worrying about that. We're continuing. East? Why are we continuing east? This is not right. Actually, it probably is. But no way we're flying over all that again. Wait, hold on a second. It's telling us that we're going... Yeah, we're going south. Exactly. I'm gonna take a break from the interstate, and, we're gonna speed up this, flight, because I can't take this. We're gonna fly over Scottsdale Regional. And you do realize that I am, like, that this is just sped up. I do have a little trouble handling this thing, because you know how high we are up above the air. Pretty high, I must say. But now that we're in Phoenix, we don't necessarily need it. And now we need to lower to the ground. How high are we right now? We are 4,000 feet up. Wow, that is impressive. Let's try to, like... Let's land in the middle of the brush, but let's not... Because we need... Like, not land, but just... I gotta find out how to land this thing. Because especially when, like... That's a cool view. That's a cool view if you like... Yeah, that should be straight, right? But... There's too many, we should just land on this road. It's gonna be easier than just... Maybe what we should do is we should start landing like this. We should hover a little bit, and then we should... Yeah, this looks better than what we've been doing. So let's see what we do. Like, I don't get it. Like, this, in my mind, looks like the perfect landing. Yet it never is. It never is a good landing, and I do not know why. And since no one's gonna answer me, because I rarely get any comments, but if anyone does answer me, please answer. But if you do have something to say, I'm not telling you to stop commenting me, I'm just saying that, if you want to comment, just do it already. Hold on a second. Let me just pause the game and... pause the recording. Alright, well, I think this is gonna just go down in history as the shortest video I have ever recorded. But you'll still enjoy it anyway, so we don't need this. Wednesday, I'm still questioning on what to do. Maybe I'll bring back American Long Haul, because I see that there are no mods that simply work. But, we'll see what happens. Anyway, that's all. And I'll see you Wednesday for another episode.